What is up, YouTube land? We're back. And guess what? In real life, I am still ahead of this Let's Play. I know the game came out on February 29th, and today is, I'm going to date us, ready? May 19th. Sunday, May 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
It only took Spencer 3 months to get half done.
Am I seriously only half done?
No, you only have 2 open areas left. It's just that the last 2 chapters is a lot of story.
That's okay. That'll be easy for me.
That's okay.
The thing that takes the time is doing all the things. Oh, you're actually showing off this?
I have to go here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Yeah,
this.
I'm not doing the underground.
Yeah, I was thinking you were doing the underground fighting ring or whatever.
We'll find out soon enough.
I completely forgot about this area because it is so forgettable.
Yeah, it's just a...
You're in it for like 5 minutes?
Look, that's how big it is.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. So, yeah.
You're in it for literally 30 seconds.
Well, no wonder I forgot about this area. I know we've been having minor complaints about this game. One thing that I have hard time, like, dealing with is, how do I put this? When you go from a dark area to a light area...
Yeah. There's something wrong with the lighting, and this actually was present in part 1. So I noticed it immediately when, and like in chapter 2, when you come out of the inn and calm, from indoor lighting to outdoor lighting, it did the same thing where it's super bleached out, and you're like...
And it's only for a second or two, but man, it hurts my eyes.
Yeah, it's like,
really bad.
Why didn't they fix it?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I don't get it. Is it a thing common in games nowadays? Like...
I don't play a lot of games like this, but I don't think so.
How does a game like this even do, like, lighting effects? Is it, like, do they, like, literally make, like, a quote-unquote sun that everything, like, emanates from?
Well, clearly the light source is to the left because of the shadow to the right.
Right,
but
right.
I think overall the lighting, you can't just have one light source like that. So it's probably, like, there's, like, a room effect, but then there's another light source coming down this way. But I think when you get that room effect, when it's, like, filling in generically, then that's why it looks bad.
Man, I'm just telling you, every time I go from a dark place to a light place, I have to legitimately close my eyes. It is just hard. I mean, were they going for, like, okay, in real life, if I went from a dark room straight outside, would I have to adjust my eyes? Yes. Is that literally what they were going for?
I guess so.
It's
a stupid effect.
Weird realism. Like, there's some things I don't... So I posted the other day, and maybe Trevor can give his opinion on this as well. I posted on our CIB page, I said, what's an unpopular opinion that you have about games? And my opinion was, I don't like crafting in games. I don't like crafting in this game. I don't like crafting in any game that I've ever played. I'd rather just earn the items through doing things. I don't want to earn parts that I can craft. I'll give some leeway if there's, like, a couple things in the whole game you craft, right? Like your ultimate weapon in FF10. You could technically count that as crafting because you have to get the sigil and the other thing.
The crest.
The crest. Okay, you could technically count that. But I'm talking, like, a whole list of items and a whole bunch of materials. I just don't like it.
And this game's really weird because you can't craft weapons.
Right.
80% of what you can craft is items, and it's so weird because items you literally can't use in hard mode. So all those items are worthless. And then you have the armor sets, which are all fine, but none of the crafting like accessory or like armors are as good as the like late game stuff. Like best armors are definitely like Valkyrie bracelet, and then there's a Cetrin bracer, and then a Cetrin armlet. I think that's what they're called. And those are the 3 best things, and you just find them. And then you have the accessories, and almost all of them are like, they're fine. It's just that it's weird that they put such an emphasis on a game that you can't use items in hard mode, and all the accessories and armor pieces are like not endgame.
Yeah.
The only thing is that
it's just another thing to check off the list of stuff you're doing.
But the thing you have to do is that if you want the Genji accessories, you have to get max crafting level, which means making 1 of everything.
I mean, I've been doing it so far. When I get every, like, maybe hour of gameplay or 2 hours, I'll go in and be like, what can I craft? You know what I mean? And I'm like, whatever. And when I get to the end of the game, if I need extra things, I'll just look up what to do with them. Anyway, so I asked that question. What's do you have an answer for that? What's an unpopular game opinion? Just off the top of your head. Like, it can be something that people like, and you're like, I don't like. Some of the other, like, some people had like scorching hot takes. Like one guy was like, I don't like Mario 64 at all, and I was like, okay.
I definitely don't like the Sony movie game formula. I know that's not like a super uncommon opinion, but I know people. I mean, Spencer likes it.
I like them. Yeah, I mean I'll put it this way. Probably my favorite game of all of them was Spider-Man 1, and that game certainly has a lot of gameplay. I mean, you can give it to that. Like, it has a lot of story, yes, but it also has a lot of gameplay.
But I just don't see myself ever playing Uncharted or Last of Us ever again.
Oh, no. Ferris has played through Last of Us 1 and 2, like, 40 times, and I'm like, it just shows the difference between an 11-year-old and, like, an adult. Because I played through Last of Us 2, Part 2 once, and I was like, okay, I'm good. For, like, life, you know? But he's like, oh, I'm doing Grounded now. I'm doing whatever. One of the people's opinions on it was, quote-unquote unpopular opinion was, I don't like eating in games, which sounds funny, and it kind of does, but I also super agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, when they added hunger to Minecraft, that, like, made the game way worse.
Like, I thought the same thing. So I wanted to play Red Dead Redemption 2, because I was like, boy, this game looks really well made. And I played Did you play it at all? Red Dead Redemption 2?
No.
So,
I watched Jacob play a lot of it.
So the first 2 hours is like a prequel. Oh my gosh, it's all story from like the past, and it's really good. I'm like, wow, these characters are great, whatever. And it's all very linear. And I was like, okay, I know the whole game's not going to be linear, but whatever. And then it opens up, and you're at this camp, and all of a sudden it just opens up to like the biggest, most open thing humanly possible. And it's kind of like, you know the beginning of FF8, where they're just like, here's a million things that you need to know. It was the same thing.
Yeah. So, real quick, talking about this. So, for some reason, they decided to change the who was shooting the gun to Scarlet. And I just don't think it's super necessary. You already hate Scarlet enough, because she, like, effed over Yuffie and is generally awful. I just don't think they needed to change Scarlet to be the one to shoot Barrett's arm.
I mean, before
in the original, she
pointed.
She was there, and then she's laughing while the grunts are doing it. But why would Scarlet herself do it? It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's very minor, but like I'm super nitpicky with this part specifically because we're about to see Dyne get character assassinated.
And it also mogs like the Shinra grunts, like. What? So is this like? Do you remember in the newer Star Wars movies when Finn is a stormtrooper and they're like, shoot this person, and he's like, wait, no, I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like, so like that one guy, he was like, shoot them, and the Shinra grunt was like, should I? It's like, no, don't characterize them in that way. And like, they're just grunts. It's like Cloud would have done the same thing. Like, any grunt would have done the same damn thing.
It also makes them look super incompetent, which I guess, like, they are, but remember, in the original Final Fantasy VII, Zack dies to 2 grunts.
Right. I feel like the remakes show the grunts as being much more capable than in the original game. I feel like they show the grunts to be much more like Johnny from Metal Gear Solid 1.
It's just another one of those, like, minor changes that you're just like, why?
But before we get to the Dyne thing, I just want to finish this. Yeah. And like, the Red Dead thing, and they were like, oh, you have to eat once in a while. Oh, and by the way, you have to bathe once in a while. And if you don't bathe and change your clothes and cut your beard, people don't like you. And I'm like, okay, that's true in real life. Why in the mother loving everything would I want to have to do that in a game? Yeah. Like, I already, like, will get home from work and be like, man, this sucks. I'm sweaty, I smell, I gotta shower. Gosh dang it. Why would I want to have to do it in a video game?
When I was watching Jacob play that, you also have to, like, watch the animation of them, like, skinning the animals. Like, you can't just, like, do it in, like, a quick menu, like, just quick, like, you got the pelt. You have to watch the dude literally skin the animal. It's like, why?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. So that's... We're going to get into some... This is probably, so far in the game that I've got to the worst part of the game. Including the boss fight, which is really weird.
The fight is really strange.
It took a purely Kino part of the first game. I said this last time, I don't really like the Corel Prison too much, but the Dyne and Barrett thing is so awesome in the first game. And they made it not good.
It's like, so the difference, or what I would compare it to is like, you know the Rufus versus Cloud fight in part 1 in the original game is literally... The original game, you hold X, and you just win. But they decided to make it, like, a more, like, gameplay fight, which I think is fine. But for this, I don't think they really needed to make it like exceptionally more gameplay, because what they do is that there's a second phase that is really stupid.
Yeah. They should have just they should have just went off the emotion of the moment, you know, and that would have been, in my opinion, better, because sometimes just going off of the pure emotion is all you need. Like Barrett being like, "I don't want to have to do this, Dyne," and just like shooting him and whatever, and it's like. Because in the original game, he tries so many times to be like, Dyne, I'm not going to shoot you. Dyne's shooting him over and over again at his feet, and he's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
And this is stupid because it already makes Dyne look like an idiot because he gets captured by the stupid gangsters off screen. So not only are you starting this with him looking vulnerable and he is worse than random gangsters, they also make him more... I don't know. She should be barely there.
Could they not find a better thing for him to do than being tied up? Like, in the first game, he's just shooting random things, right? Like, he's just shooting, like, taking target practice.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't they just have him do it? Why couldn't they have him just breaking a bunch of stuff and, like, I don't know, going crazy?
And, like, he was isolated from everyone else because everyone was like, I don't want to mess with this guy. And also he was in, like, that super... like sandstorm plays, so it's like hard to get to him as well.
And he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be near anyone. Oh, cool.
He's hallucinating.
Yeah, he's looking fit as a fiddle.
I think the worst part about the remakes games is that they do not have any subtlety at all for anything. And it's not like the original game was like an exceptionally subtle thing, but having Dyne voice out loud, set a place for Barrett. I think I'm near Marlene and my wife. Setting dinner. It's like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Like, they want us to feel bad for him. But you feel bad for him in the first game because he had everything taken away from him. And, like, you feel bad for Barrett, too, because he's trying to do everything he can to be like, Dyne, we can work this out. We can work this out, you know? It just makes so much less sense. Such a Kino moment. Just destroyed.
Also, you're in a place that is clearly a boss fight arena. It's like, it's really
Right.
big.
Right. And I get that, because, you know, you
Son of a bitch.
you don't have,
Shinra's kill.
you don't have it like in the first game where they can just suddenly show you in a different area. I get that. I'm crazy now, but crazy in the
Go on, man.
in a different way.
The Jared Leto Joker way.
Please.
Damage. They should have put the damage right on his face.
I'm damaged.
No, hold on. There we go. Help me.
Take the load off your shoulders.
Yo, I need to watch that movie again. I'm not gonna lie. Just one time, like
It's one of those entertainingly bad movies.
And you know the best part about it? I won't harbor on this too much, but he's not in the movie much at all.
No.
Like, for being like the thing that everyone was like, this sucks. He's in the movie for like literally 5 minutes of screen time, and it's like, oh, okay.
This is between us and no one else. Just you and me, then. Right here. Right now.
Man, the original game, he finds out that his daughter's still alive, and even when he finds that out, he say something like, these hands, they're bloody, you know what I mean? Like, he says something like that, like, these hands have done things, I can't go back to her. And there's nothing like that. My God. Here we go. You ready for this? He is the Joker.
Friends together again. Isn't it beautiful?
And it's really not good when you have an average dub.
Remember when we had that rat problem? You and me set traps. You
What does his voice actor remind me of? It's like something from Metal Gear, I feel.
Whoa.
Tell me, Snake, do you remember the battlefield? Here we go.
Marlene, I can't remember.
This part just... What is happening? What is happening? This is like a Metal Gear Rising moment. What is going on? Why is his arm metallic or magnetic now?
Nomura!
Get over it. Why does he have so much life? What is going on? Uh-oh. Just a little bit more. Okay. Should be okay.
Oh my god! I don't know if that would have killed you, but that could have been close.
Yeah, I practiced these parts 2 weeks ago, but I didn't redo it.
I mean, hard mode is such a glass cannon. Use Faraga. Don't die.
Yeah. I think I was supposed to use Translucent Spirit, which is his, like, super haste ability, but only lasts, like, for 20 seconds. I should have used that later. Oh, well.
I can't live like this anymore.
Barrett!
Stay away!
Barrett is Kino in this part. Dyne just isn't.
Yeah, Barrett always saves every scene he's in.
Where's that leave me? Huh?
Holy crap, did he just get, like,
Yep.
full-on punched by his gun arm?
Yep.
What? No wise words?
I'm a Joker, Barrett.
I'm the Joker, baby!
When the going gets tough, he's gone. Yeah, you're right. About everything. I should have never believed him. But that money...
Man, there's a flashback later about more of the people, like, talking about,
It changed tomorrow.
putting the reactor in, and they are all incredibly supportive of putting the reactor in, and basically Dyne is the only one to be like, I don't want it. So when you go to Corel and everyone's like, Barrett, you traitor, it's like, screw you, you were all in on it too.
Speaking of Barrett, I just want to let people know how bad... you've probably seen this, how bad the state of gaming journalism is. There is a article by just some gaming journalist that says... It shows Barrett in the FF7 remake, and it says, I'd love a black Final Fantasy character that isn't just comic relief. And that is literally, like, the point of the entire article. And I'm like, my man, tell me you haven't played the game, or show me you haven't played the game by showing me you haven't played the game. Please show me that.
Like, Barrett gets BTFO'd more than most characters.
Even in the original remake, he gets BTFO'd constantly.
It's like, Yuffie is the closest to, like, a character, or a comic relief character.
Like, even in the original game, like, yes, he has his anger and stuff, but he has a lot, like, he's a very full-formed character.
And he has some funny lines, but, like, it's just
Yeah.
very momentarily moments.
I mean, it's... I'm to the point that I think a lot of these articles are written just to get rage clicks.
Yeah, rage bait clicks.
But, like, I also, at the same side of my mind, I'm like, I bet they actually believe this, too. I bet it's, like, just a twofer. They actually believe in what they're talking about, but it's also for rage bait clicks. I've noticed, something on... So I like watching, cooking videos, because I'm dumb. And, I've noticed one thing on, like, a bunch of, like, Facebook videos and YouTube videos where they'll, like, specifically cook food wrong to get people like rage like commenting and stuff.
TikTok food guys do that all the time.
So they'll be like, let's make the perfect burger, and they'll literally like melt 6. Like, it's not purposeful to the point where it's obvious. Like, they're not like, let's put Cheetos on it, right? But they're like, all right, let's start by melting 6 sticks of butter, and people are like, that's a lot of butter, you know? And it's like literally like the entire thing is butter. So and Trevor was right. Like, they literally do that so people comment and go, you are not a good cook. You use too much butter. And it's like, you literally walked right into their plan because they did it on purpose. So stupid. I hate the algorithm. I also hate that I can't Google anything anymore without AI being like, hey, AI is gonna give you an opinion on this.
Yeah, AI is the most annoying meme. And they're like front-loading it so hard. They already put like some of it in Windows 10, but they are putting so much into in Windows 11. It makes me never want to upgrade.
I mean, can I just Google something without the top result being some AI thing that doesn't understand what I'm asking?
I just don't want like AIs and like services to constantly monitor what I'm doing. It's just like, leave me alone.
Yeah. Nope, it's impossible.
Like, I honestly would like to switch over to Linux, but there's just certain programs that just do not exist on Windows or Linux.
Could we even do LPs on Linux?
I think OBS is. I wouldn't install Linux on this.
Right. But hypothetically.
But I don't know. It's like if I ever get a new PC and I just install Windows 11, I just hate it. I might make the switch then. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna buy a new PC until this one like dies.
See, now they're saying, now they did the line of how can I hold her again, but it's too late. He's already like, he's already irredeemable at this point, like destroyed. And also, let me ask you this: what was more poignant, Barrett being the one that had to take down Dyne like a rabid dog, or a bunch of Shinra grunts coming in and taking him down?
And Dyne like shot up Gold Saucer too. It's like, it was Shinra grunts, but it was Gold Saucer. It's like, why did he do that? Why did they change that? So he shoots up Golden Saucer. He gets captured by the gangsters off screen.
Brought back here for some reason.
Brought back here. He is
not killed.
He's barely lucid of what's happening, and then he gets killed by Shinra grunts. It's like, why did they change Dyne? Like, this game really doesn't change that much.
It really doesn't.
But they changed Dyne a lot.
In all seriousness, why did they put him in this spot? Like, why didn't they just kill him? They're like gangsters. Clearly, they kill people. You know?
I guess they thought that maybe they could get something out of him, and I guess they were right. I don't know.
But then, why would they move him to the spot that's so far away? Like, I don't get it.
Dyne's waifu. She kind of looks like Renoa.
Hey, babe. It's me, Dyne. I have 2 arms, baby. I'm gonna hug you with these 2 functioning arms.
I missed you.
At least this part's over. I'm still mad. It's just oh man, it's just one of those things. It's one of those things. It's one of those things where it's so perfectly in the original. Literally, Barrett's the one that has to shoot him. How could you change that?
No, the good thing is that I think the rest of the game. We'll see how Spencer feels about the ending, but I think for the most part, the rest of the game is much better than this. So this is the low point. It gets better from here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Gungaga part that I did is, I agree.
Alright, so this is the first fight that we're going to choose with Yuffie. So, for people that somehow don't know this at this point...
Doppelganger?
You have to put Speed Demon Keychain on Yuffie, and Yuffie literally does not matter. All she needs is...
oh my god.
She needs First Strike, and she needs Speed Demon Keychain. That is literally all you need. Everything else is superfluous. I guess Speed Up is good, so she moves faster. Then you have to use Aerith, because you want to cast an ATB ward on her, and Arcane, or ATB ward on Yuffie. And then putting down an Arcane ward is really nice, because she's just really good at magic. And then the third card doesn't matter, but Cloud's a great magic user, regardless, even though Aerith is the one I'm putting all the resources into. But yeah, just Speed Demon Keychain, which I think you get from the first Roche fight, so it's like a free gimme. Just put that, first strike, and then have her just cast haste on her, and you'll see what happens.
Oh boy.
So what you're doing is that you put down an ATB ward on the ground, and you use a move called Brumal Form with Yuffie, which is like a really cheap to use dodge. And when you have Speed Demon Keychain plus haste on, Yuffie literally does not lose ATB when she's doing it. And when you use Brumal Form over the ATB word over and over, the other two characters get like a huge boost of ATB. And because Yuffie literally I have it mapped to L1 and circle, you can just spam Brumal Form, she never loses ATB as long as haste is on. And after like 2 seconds, then the other two characters' ATB bars will be full. And then you just shoulder command magic. And magic's broken in this game. It is the most broken build you can do.
Here we go. My goat. My goat.
Yeah. Palmer originally you fought in Rocket Town, but in this one they gave him a big old mech. I'm fine with this. It's whatever.
This is one of those things where, like, they added it, or I guess changed it around, and I don't really care at all. Like,
Yeah,
it's not a bad thing.
Alright. Do you see what's happening?
You just can't get hit?
You basically can't get hit, and I'm doing nothing. I'm just spamming Brumal Form over the ATB ward, and both Cloud and Aerith are getting full ATB charges in like 2 seconds.
Oh wow, yeah, that goes up extremely quick.
It's like, you don't even have to try. You don't even have to try. Just spam Brumal Form, you are invincible most of the frames, and then you just shoulder command magic. It's so stupid. This is definitely an exploit.
Why do the Shinra higher-ups get these ridiculously good mechs and then keep, like, poking their heads out of it? Literally, why?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Hey, I gotta stick my head out and yell at you! Okay.
So, I'm gonna try not to abuse that, but that's the first fight that you have Yuffie and Aerith at the same time. So I just wanted to show that if you want to cheese anything, and you can cheese a lot in this game, just use Yuffie, Aerith, ATB ward, Speed Demon Keychain, and just spam Brumal Form on the ward. That's all you have to do. It's not only the most broken thing, but it's also the most brain-dead thing. It is so crazy and so awesome.
Barrett-sama.
We gotta go. They'll be on us any minute.
Yeah.
They're on us now.
Uh-oh.
Yes, they are. The goat is on his way. Necessary Dio.
Actually, yeah, Dio is the goat for what he's about to do.
Fear not, friends. Your chariot awaits.
Hey, my bad. I kinda falsely accused you. Here's this $500,000 buggy. $1 million buggy.
I've been using this to eavesdrop. Could never be too careful. But you are innocent.
But you are
I
innocent.
was wrong.
I was wrong. Barrett.
Apology. I gift you this.
Okay. Who weighs more, Dio or Barrett? With gun. With gun.
You will receive a proper.
I think Barrett still weighs more.
You think so?
Dio's-
Do we ever see Barrett standing next to Dio?
Let's see if it happens.
Oh my god, Barrett's on his knees and he's like up past Dio's.
I do think that Barrett is like
belly button.
half a foot, if not maybe a foot taller.
Guest is paramount.
Muscle does weigh more than
What happened in
fat.
They're both incredibly
both
muscular.
incredibly muscular.
But the difference is that Dio is really built, and he has like those like showmanship muscles, but he doesn't have like. I mean, he has really thick like legs, but they're not as thick as Barrett's.
Yeah.
And like muscly legs are like the heaviest part of a human body
True.
by a lot.
He has the, like Trevor said, no, we don't get to see him next to each other.
And I don't want to call Barrett like strong fat because he's definitely not fat, but he has that like he has like a big torso and like huge legs. I think Barrett might weigh like 100 pounds more than Dio.
It's like when you see someone who just goes to the gym and like has the showmanship muscles, and then you see a guy who like does manual labor. And I would absolutely always pick that guy in, like, a street fight over the guy who goes to the... You know what I mean? Because, like, they have, like, the strong core of just doing manual labor all the effing time.
And anyone that, like, has, like, really defined, like, biceps and, like, chest, but you can clearly see that they don't care about their legs or, like, core at all.
Oh, it's over.
It's, like, it's not even worth picking them at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I would pick some random guy who, like... digs ditches 40 hours a week. I'd be like, yeah, I want that guy, as opposed to the guy who goes to the gym for 40 hours. Come on, show us next to Dio.
Looks like this is goodbye, old buddy.
Just leave him to. I assume Dio will do something with the body. Actually, the bodies, the 40 Shinra grunts. Yeah, that's right. So Trev and I agree. The buggy is cool idea at first, but I don't very much.
It's
like
really
it.
cool. I wish they weren't so specific with showing Cloud getting out of the buggy. If like it was super gamey and Cloud just like teleported out of the buggy, I think it would have been way better. But they have to show him get out of the driver's seat, come out of the buggy. It's just too slow. But it's not a huge deal because the buggy you can like only drive in Corel.
Okay, who would you pick in a fight, Dio or Rude?
Oh, if it was just them fighting, I would definitely pick Dio.
Rude probably has, knowing the Turks, he probably knows like all types of like jujitsu and karate and whatever. And Dio is just weighs what 400 pounds more than Rude. 300.
I'd definitely pick Rude if like they had materia and everything.
Oh yeah.
Clearly the better fighter. Also, I'm probably gonna skip this.
No, just do it. Because, like, I'm not that much farther than you at this point. You gotta give me time.
On hard mode, they.
I just need more time.
I don't even know if I